Good evening and thanks so much for joining us. One man is dead after gunfire was heard early Tuesday morning in the north end of Lloydminster. Police are releasing few details, but a 911 call at around 5 a.m. Tuesday morning sent RCMP to Range Road 11 and 67th Street. Alberta's Serious Crimes Unit is investigating the case.
When arriving at the scene, our investigators discovered an adult male that was deceased. He was identified as Brian Gower of Lloydminster area.
Gower was 35 years old. The investigation is being treated as a suspicious death, pending the results of an autopsy, which is scheduled for tomorrow in Edmonton. Police are now asking for the public's assistance. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Lloydminster RCMP. Meantime, a Cold Lake RCMP officer is in hot water after responding to a call at a youth's birthday party. It was the third time RCMP attended the party after already handing out tickets for underage drinking. Officers were making an arrest to a man in his 20s when he allegedly became aggressive, and while trying to subdue him, the RCMP officer kicked him in the head using what police call a stun technique.
The two cuffs together and did not want to release that arm, because if he gained access and freedom of that arm, then we're in a worse situation. So the only thing available in my mind would be to use a knee, a foot, or something to stun him.
Police say the man was released the next morning and had no bruises or injuries, but as a result of the incident, a statutory investigation has been launched.
Identified a senior RCMP member from outside of this district who will come and do an impartial investigation on this matter. It will be sent to the Crown's office, the Attorney General's office, for a review and determination on whether or not charges should be laid. And then we will make a determination on an internal code of conduct, as we call it under the RCMP Act, to deal with any disciplinary matters that we may feel have to be addressed.
The Cold Lake man is facing various charges. A 19-year-old man is in critical condition after a quad accident on the Saddle Lake First Nation. He was found unconscious on the road near the damaged vehicle and transported to Edmonton Hospital by Stars Air Ambulance. Police believe alcohol and speed are factors in the crash. Witnesses say a second man was also at the scene, but he fled on foot. Police located him shortly after, and he is now in custody. No charges have been laid at this time, and neither man was wearing a helmet. Well, after years of planning and construction, the Thorpe Recovery Centre finally officially opened its doors at the beginning of the year. And today, all involved came out for the official grand opening of the state-of-the-art facility. Kelsey Bloxham has the story.
2, 3.
And just like that, all the hard work and determination of those connected to Thorpe, both in the past and present, was celebrated.
Does bigger mean better? I'm looking at this facility in awe and saying this is quite an accomplishment. It's been a long but arduous uphill climb, and the integrity of the Thorpe Recovery Centre is flying strong here.
The new facility in Blackfoot opened after the old Thorpe in Lloydminster grew too small.
The last facility we were in, we had a trailer in the backyard. A lot of people don't know that. It was an 8-man trailer, because we were bulging at the seams.
A push to build this 72-bed facility came after former MLA Lloyd Snellgrove sat down with the Justice Minister at the time, now Alberta's Premier, resulting in a $10 million contribution from the province.
Well, it's exciting to walk through the facility and to see how it's organized so that there's areas for people that are currently in residence, people that are coming in as outpatients, people that are at different phases of treatment. And what's wonderful about not just the building but the organization is that it truly is a community.
To date, the center has helped over 10,000 people overcome addiction and become reintegrated back into society. Like this young woman who struggled first with alcohol and then with drugs, now sober almost a year.
I think this building is beautiful. When I was still in Old Thorpe, I thought it was so exciting that we were moving out to this huge, huge building compared to what we were in, because it was pretty dire.
Looking to the future, the organization hopes to fill all of its 72 beds, reaching out to as many as possible. Kelsey Bloxham, Newcap News.
For the 7th time, the beef recall has expanded. The public is now being warned not to consume Kirkland strip loin steaks, which may be contaminated with E. coli. The Canadian Food Inspection Agency says all beef steaks purchased from the following Costco store in Edmonton are affected by the alert. These steaks were sold between September 4th and 7th and are labeled with these packing dates. There have been several confirmed illnesses associated with the consumption of this batch of meat. Food contaminated with E. coli does not look or smell spoiled, and the Canadian Food Inspection Agency is trying to remove all affected products from the marketplace.